Hello and welcome to today's YouTube video. This is covering my sketchbook tour that I filmed actually earlier last year, and with life happening and everything bloody that happened in 2025, I just didn't get around to editing and posting it. But I have opened up my laptop today and I have decided to finally edit it and get it up. A lot has changed since then, and I don't live in this apartment anymore, so it is actually nice seeing this footage. This was the view that we had from the balcony every single day, and I did love this view. It had a beautiful sunset, but now we have an even better sunrise where we are now. This lounge, we have now moved into our new place, and I wasn't sure it would fit, but just like the apartment, it fit in its perfect spot. So I wanted to talk to you today about these Simply Grain Bites. I actually haven't had these in a while and need to find a way to get to Costco to get these from where I live now. But I used to love having these with my cup of tea in the morning. Normally I would just have one. Obviously this day I enjoyed two. Here is little Bubba Chance and Ollie Boy in the background. Bubba Chance looking very curious. I would always like to eat one of these and then get into my breakfast. So here we are with this A4 Winsor & Newton hardcover watercolor journal. As you can see, I've got my A5 one there that I've completed. This A4 one I was trying to find when I first actually started it. I think it was earlier in 2022, and it took me until the start of 2025 to finish it, to finally finish the last page. So now we're going to get into it. This first one is of this inspo image that I found probably, I think, on Pinterest, of this budgie in its little kissing booth. It's very clean. It's done with gouache, almost too clean around the edges, if you know what I mean. But I liked the contrast of the colors. This is where I started the Fauna-tober, Inktober kind of prompt list that Kate Kennedy Art ran on Instagram. And I used my glass dip pen and some red ink to do this. I would do a brief sketch in colored pencil and then I would go over with the ink. I was planning to do them all painted, like the first two birds. As you can see, that's sea eagle, and I think the other one is an owl. But I realized I was a bit too ambitious to do daily and just decided to just do the line work. I didn't really like the base color of this spread. I didn't like that cool green tone with the red ink, as I had pre-inked a lot of the pages. I didn't like wasting ink, so when I would have leftover paint, I would go into this sketchbook and pre-paint them all with whatever paint I had. Nevertheless, I still liked that turtle. I liked the isopod on this page. I liked the details of the one top right. I really liked how the big shark looking boy went over the spread, chasing his little fishies. And then I did like the legs on that assassin bug as well. I liked the color of this spread. Obviously the warm orange complements the red really well. I think this was my favorite spread from the Fauna-tober prompt for the whole month. I think I was happy with all of these ones. I really liked the frog mouth. the flapjack octopus was really cute. Really like the details in the feathers, especially the face and the little side eye we're getting from Mr. Tawny over here. The elephant shrew looking cute with his little schnozzle. I liked the way the composition of the rhino came out and the way I did all the shading. And then the cute little sugar glider. Look at that little face. And then we go back to a greeny spread. The little crab top left looks like he's got little cheerleader pom-poms. I didn't like the way all of these ones came out, but as we know, sketchbooks are for practice, and that just comes with it. The hawk moth looks cool. I've done a magpie more recently that I love painted. I didn't really like the way Big Boy on the right came out. Maybe it was just the way he was facing, but that's okay. On the left, we've got the elk. I didn't really like how the bear came out either. I think doing his body was a little weird. I did like the leopard face though. I think that came out cool. I liked doing the spots. And then we got the little wildcat, which is not bad. I think the grey background kind of wash was a little plain on that left one as well. And I think these were the last two prompts. So we got the little monkey boy, and then we got the big goblin shark, I think it is. I think top left I was going to do writing. I'd prepped it with pencil to write like Faunatoba or something, but then I didn't end up filling it in and decided to just leave it blank. The left is someone I follow on Instagram. She posted this photo and she makes those hoods, and I decided to paint it. I don't know what it is with me with drawing sometimes, but I did the hand really small, so I think that really threw it. And then the dragon is something I made up. After seeing some things, I didn't really use a reference image and I just kind of went for it. I tried to save this one with using like a thicker pen for outlining, and I was practicing the shading style. It's that little hand. I really liked how the dragon came out though. I added the purple for a bit of contrast, otherwise he was kind of blending into the background a little bit. But I liked the details of the lines that I did over his whole body. So this was one of my favorite spreads for a long time, the cicada and the grasshopper. I think I did this one a little bit looser than I normally do. And then I went over with the kind of detailing technique that I like to do. I love the wing on the grasshopper. I remember it being really time consuming, but in the end it paid off. Being really loose with the branch that he's on, but I think when you look at it from afar it all comes together really nicely. And then the cicada wings, I really like the colour I did for that. And then I loved his little red eyes in contrast with his green and gold body. This one, I think I had seen like a spread of fish, and I just wanted to kind of use these blue watercolors that I got from Chelsea on Instagram, and I just smashed this whole page with this glittery watercolor. So if you touch this page, you will get shimmer. So this is one that does not get touched much, but it was good, and I'd love to practice layering again and kind of improve on that technique. So when David used to be out driving, he would always send me photos of cats that he would see. So the first three are cats from the drives, and then Squirrel is our cat, which is bottom left. I really liked how it came out. I tried to use the brown and orange ink and then go over with the shading. Yeah, this is a spread I like. Obviously, I liked the different poses of the cats. I think that's something I should practice more. Practicing different compositions and positions of things like people or animals as well. The bunny on the left is one of my favorites. I liked how the one on the right fit around it as well on the spread and left that gap. I left the right one unfinished for a really long time. but I did eventually finish it to a different degree to this first one. But I loved how all the layers of the details came together with this little sleepy bunny. I see this one as like a younger, snoozy, cute one, and this one looks like a very mature, responsible, serious bunny. So here I was practicing some froggies. I did 3 kind of different styles. So the one on the left doesn't have a hard outline. Top right is obviously just an outline, and the bottom right is painting with an outline. You can see where the ink actually leaked out over the edge, and I was like, oh no. So then bottom right off his paw, I leaked it out to make it match, and I think it came together pretty nice. I loved the butterfly on this one. I thought it looked maybe a little flat without an outline on the frog himself. Maybe a bit of definition would have helped, but I think it was nice mixing up techniques on this page. I did use masking fluid for the spots on this frog to practice a little bit more, and then just did the little spot of yellow. So I think that really pulls out those spots on him. You can see the unintentional ink spread, but I think that comes together nice. This became a favorite spread as well. I loved the pears on the left, pairing with the bunny on the right. I love the way the orange and the green work together on the pears, and adding the little highlights and accent colors with my pens for detailing. I really love it on top of this spotty background that I did, so I kind of wet the whole page and just splattered the paint, and I really like doing that as a base now. I don't use blues and purples and greens, like those cool colors, very often, so this one was just to practice using those colors a bit more rather than the warms, and I think it came together really nicely. I think this one is still my most favorite spread. I like how I did a trio drip background with the blue to the mint to like that limey at the bottom. I've painted many birds, and I think this one takes the spot for my most favorite painted bird. Just the way I layered up the colors, the bits of yellow in there with like the dark blue, and then that pinky color, and just normally if I don't know if something's finished, I'll just keep layering, and I remember on that one I just kept layering the feathers. I haven't done a lot of flowers, but I love this rose. I love the way I did the detailing on the petals, so I would love to practice flowers a bit more. This one was from a calendar I had received, so there was animals on each page, and I wanted to practice my black and white koi brush pens. So I picked out the animals from the calendar that I wanted to do. I loved this little penguin. That one's probably one of my favorites on the page. I love the details on that black cockatoo, really trying to layer up and get the shadows with it being a black cockatoo. The raccoon, the koala, capybara, cheeky giraffe there. And then I did a little bit of the typography in the corner, which I would like to do a bit more in my sketchbooks. So is it a red macaw? My friend posted a photo of this one, and I saved it as inspo. I really found it a challenge to work with red and how to work with the shadows and highlights, particularly with red, but I think it came together really nicely. Just lots of layers and details, really building up dark purples into those shadows. So this was a nice challenge. I think it came out well. And as I said, I haven't done a lot of flowers, but I was really happy with the way this flower came out as well. So I had this photo of a snail saved, and I was like, I'll make it really big to take up the whole spread. And then I thought, how do I get it detailed enough being blown up so much? So I really just tried to keep layering. And I found this photo of a little fish to just draw in there. I haven't worked just with colored pencils in a long time, and I used colored pencils instead of paint, which I think fit nicely next to the snail. I really tried to find different ways to layer up details in the shell of the snail, and I think it really worked out in the end. All those dots took a little while, but doing things like that is always therapeutic. So I had done a YouTube video of the mushroom and the bear on this page. That was the first rooster I had painted, and I was really happy with how it came out. I think it came out a lot better than what I was expecting. The mushroom is probably one of my favorites as well. I think I would honestly love to make like a sticker of that one or make it into like a logo. I used my 12 color Sakura Koi watercolor set for these. I think the colors just went really well with the colors in the rooster and the mushroom. If you would like to see the painting process of the mushroom and the bear, you can go find it in my other videos on my YouTube. When I painted this, I thought the fish was red until I realized that that's just the blood from the bear biting it. But it's a painting and you can make things whatever color you like, because obviously this bear was probably fishing for salmon. And finally, the last page, I did this little owl. He doesn't really have any wings. He just looks like he's got his little tucked in body and he's just glancing up at something. And I kind of went ham on the tree trunk details. I always change how I want to tackle things like branches and sticks, especially that birds are on, with how I do them. And this is what I went for this one, and I thought that is fine. So it took probably 3 years to finally complete this sketchbook. I have bought another A5 one, but I think I should get another A4 one again and kind of work on a bigger scale. If you have sketchbook recommendations, let me know. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!